restraint, and I approached this blank canvas. After careful preparation, I began work, painting over the darkness. After eons passed, I sketched out the realms. After eons more, I brushed them in with life. In my new era, all beings will have the opportunity to find peace. Whether or not they do will be their responsibility. For my power only permits me to begin this endeavor. It is the duty.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, YouTube proudly brings to you the tag team champions of the world. Thank you for telling me the mic was muted, Secret. I was talking to myself the whole time. But hopefully you guys can hear me now. So I thank you, even though you've been doing nothing but spreading rubbish and littering the chat right from the get-go. We also got Jackson, and we got support in here as well. What's going on, people? I hope everyone had a great Friday. Hope you're looking forward to a stupendous week. All right, Secret, you're just not old enough to realize that when it comes to Dragon Ball, none of these things mean anything. None of these things mean anything. UI Goku couldn't be hit, and then all of a sudden he could be hit. Like, none of these things mean anything. It's just whatever the writer wants to win, and it's normally Goku. It's normally Goku. Yes, and I did get the Nintendo Switch too. Nice, Jackson. Have you tried it yet? Do you like it? Do you have any games? Personally, I'm waiting. I want to wait until, I don't know. I don't know what it would take for me to buy a Switch 2. Maybe if a new Smash Brothers came out and it was only on the Switch 2, then I might have to get one. Why do you want us to have a stupid day? No, Bradford, absolutely not. Not stupid. Stupendous. Did I say stupid? If I said stupid, forgive me. I did not mean stupid. I meant stupendous. That's what I meant. Jackson says, I do like it. Okay, very nice. What game or games do you have for the Switch 2? Who is this guy? How do you mistake that for an insult? I think Bradford thought I said stupid day. But if I misspoke, sometimes this is a nitpick of mine, okay? By the way, I'm waiting to see if I can. Today is supposed to be my match in Junie's tournament. Junie's holding a little tournament, and I'm supposed to be playing today, but I don't know how I'm supposed to play. I don't know how I'm supposed to like, when is my match gonna be? How he communicates that to me? I don't know how it works. Hold on, let me see real quick. Let me talk to this guy. So he says, no, get on. Okay, so just join. I mean, do I get an invite? So you'll send me an invite. This is the issue with not having rooms in MK1. All right, let's see what he says. Anyway, here's a pet peeve of mine, you guys. Have you ever talked to someone? You're talking to a friend or whatever, and then they say something, and then you go, "Whoa, what do you mean this?" Like, let's say, for example, they say, I don't know. Let's say they say, "I love cheese," right? they go, yeah, I love cheese. And then you say, cheese? And then they go, no. I meant, no, I didn't say I like cheese. I said I liked something else. And it's like, I very distinctly heard you say cheese. Have you ever had that where someone keeps saying that they said something different, but you know for certain they misspoke and they just won't admit that they misspoke? Drives me up the wall. So I always think maybe I did misspeak, and if I did misspeak, then I apologize for that. Support, stop trolling for attention. Oh no, is support trolling? Wait, what's going on? Oh, I don't think support was trolling. I think support, maybe I did say stupendous, and he's asking why would stupendous be an insult. I don't know. The Nintendo Switch 2 is rubbish. Is it rubbish? I wasn't planning on getting one, like I said, until maybe until like a Smash came out. I don't know if there's anything else that could force me to do that. Maybe another Zelda. Maybe if they did another like Breath of the Wild type Zelda. Do you know what SS5 is? Yes, it's rubbish. That's what it is. Jackson said, Smash Brothers is getting a new installment. Is it on the Nintendo Switch? To only first Switch to coming out in May. And if you pre-order the game, you get a DLC character for free. Now, here's the thing with Smash. Sakurai has stated that more than likely they'll never have a roster the way they have in Ultimate. Ultimate had a dream roster. The amount of red tape and the amount of permissions and deals that had to be made to get that roster approved must have been a tremendous effort. An extremely tremendous effort. So the fact that he's like, I might not be able to do that again, would we be okay with a new Smash, but the roster is smaller? It's a smaller roster, not as much as what we had in Smash Brothers Ultimate. Is that something you guys would be okay with? Support says nobody is trolling. What are you talking about? I agree with support. Ultra Instagram just okay, rubbish. Support, your content is rubbish. Bradford, no. We don't do that, Bradford. No, we don't diss people. We don't do that here. Boo, Bradford. Chill out, bro. Yeah, I agree, Bradford. Okay, I don't think support was trying to diss you, and I don't want, like, I'm okay with people poking fun at each other and whatnot, but let's not be nasty to one another. I don't want anyone being nasty to you, Bradford, and I don't, and likewise the other way around. Don't hate on my homie. Someone is mad because misheard. I don't think he's mad. I think he's mad because he thinks you insulted him, which I didn't grasp that. Maybe you did, and I hope you didn't, but I didn't grasp that you were trying to insult Bradford. Well, okay, let's squash it, you guys. Let's just squash the beef. It was a misunderstanding, and that's it. We're not here to get egos involved, get upset. Let's just squash it. Will the whole roster of Smash... Wait, hold on. Well, the whole roster of Smash is coming to the game from Smash to Mint. So, which means we're going to get way more characters, so be prepared. I don't know if we're going to be getting more characters, Jackson. The creator of the game, Sakurai, well, maybe we might get more, but we probably won't be getting the same kinds of characters. So for example, maybe we won't be getting like the Kingdom Hearts character with Sora, or maybe we might not be getting the Street Fighter characters or the Tekken character that we had in Ultimate, because the creator Sakurai, according to this interview that I saw a long time ago, this was years ago, but he mentioned that he most likely will never be able to do a roster like this again. Now, I don't know if he meant quantity wise, but I think he means quality wise, as far as the amount of games were represented in Smash Ultimate. Want to play some MKX? I would actually love to play some MKX, but I want to actually see if I could do my fight in this tournament. It looks like Junie is playing, but I don't know how to join the tournament. I don't know how to get my match going. Ultra Ego. Okay, stop. Rubbish. I'm just going to respond by saying watch Yu Yu Hakusho from now on. How about another Rayman game? Oh, interesting. Bradford says supports content is trash. He hasn't even posted in months. I checked his channel. Bradford, I'm actually glad that you did check his channel. But okay, let's analyze that for a little bit, though. Bradford, what I would say is, first of all, let's not be combative when we're talking. If you want to critique his channel, I get it. We can do that. But let's not just say his content is trash. Instead, Bradford, why don't you tell us in the chat what you would like to see from support? What kind of content you think would do better on his channel? Is it just that he hasn't posted, or is it because you would like to see him post something different? Let us know. And this is a good, this could be some good feedback. So Bradford, be honest, but be respectful. Be respectful. Ayo, put him in timeout. I know. I'm gonna let's Bradford. We're not gonna go there yet, but you can't be doing that. We gotta be respectful. No, he has to go. This is my homie. Okay, we're gonna let's not push the nuclear button quite yet. I'm gonna give him a chance, but Bradford, like I said, we're not here to mock anyone, especially someone's work. Pressing that post button is probably one of the hardest things that anyone can do. Is to do something, complete it, and then post it for everyone to see. So I never say anyone's work is trash. If you finish something and you posted it, that's 90%. That's more than most people will do. So let's not do that. But Bradford, I would love to hear, what would you like to see from support? Jackson says, well, if they don't add a Street Fighter character, it's gonna be Kong Lee. What? He mad because he thought you told him to have a stupid day, right? Not instead of stupendous. Ultra Big Bang Kamehameha. Speaking of, did we talk about the Avatar video game, you guys? The Avatar fighting game? Bradford says, I would like for him to apologize to me. What do you want him to apologize for exactly? Support, don't respond. Don't answer. Bradford, what is it that you would like to him? What is it that you would like him to apologize for? Okay, wow. I don't understand how this tournament's supposed to work. But in the meantime, in the in-between time, Excuse me. I apologize, you guys. I burped and I think I got it in the in the stupid microphone. I didn't hit mute soon enough. So if you heard that, I apologize. Okay. Now, this fighting game. Did we talk about Avatar the fighting game? Because it doesn't look half bad. Now it does look really unpolished. Belge. Oh gosh, I hate that. I hate. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. I should have never burped in the mic. Oh yeah, disgusting. Okay. Oh, Bradford says the way he came at me in the chat. The way he came at you. I don't. Okay, so from what I saw, it didn't look like he was being disrespectful. But all I said was that how you mistake that for an insult, how you get mad at that, right? I don't think he was trying to be disrespectful. I don't think so. So I think we should just squash it. But in the meantime, in the in-between time, wait, what is this? What is this? Any of them but not Scorpion. So in the poll that I put up today, I asked who would be the ideal partner for Melina. Someone just said anyone but not Scorpion. Is that a thing? Scorpion and Melina? Strange. Okay, let me see if I can actually show this. How do we do this? Yeah, man. Okay. Is that the whole thing? Hold on. There we go. Okay. Now, if you guys haven't seen this, this is actually pretty cool. Have you guys... Oh, hold on. Are we still on this apology, Bradford? Why is this so important that he apologizes for saying that? Yeah, Bradford, I like you, man, but what you can't demand somebody do something, especially to apologize when they didn't disrespect you. If anything, I could see why he would ask to for you to apologize to him because you mentioned his channel. Okay, Bradford, look, we're not, like I said, I'm giving you this. This is the last warning. Do not disrespect any support or anybody else. don't do it, or I don't want to have to ban someone else. Bradford, I'm asking you nicely. Just squash it and stop it right now. But if it continues, I'm going to have to ban you. That's the last warning, Bradford. Don't ban him. I don't want to condone any disrespect. So if you're intentionally being nasty, I'm not gonna stand for it. I'm not asking for you to apologize, Bradford. I'm just asking you to stop. Just squash it and let's move forward. Okay. With that being said, I don't know what Junie's supposed to, how this tournament is supposed to run. But did you guys see the combos in this game? And it looks like it looks pretty cool. I just don't like the way the backgrounds look compared to the characters. It looks like the characters are hand drawn, but the backgrounds are done through computers. Like look how I don't know. There's just something weird that the characters just don't look like they're really there, if that makes sense. Other than that, like the gameplay looks dope. Like look, oh my gosh, look what Korra does. Look how she like, whoa! It's almost like she earth bends a platform and then she jumps off of it using her fire bending to propel her. Like dope stuff. It looks cool. He upset because he thought you told him to have a bad day and he's taking it out on me. That might be the case. That might be the case. Yeah, Bradford, it's just a misunderstanding, man. Nobody's coming for you. Okay. All right. So I guess it's not. I guess this tournament match is not happening. We've been waiting like half an hour. So actually, this is what I want to do. I kind of wanted to go over. So I have a theory about what is his name? I can't believe his name is, I'm drawing a blank. The chaos cleric, Havoc. Oh yeah. Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot his name. Havoc. So I have a theory about Havoc and how his powers work. I believe, based on what I saw, that Havoc. So a lot of people were saying, like, well, some people I've seen online say, how did Havoc lose in the end when he can recover? Like if you harm him, he can just recover. But I have a theory that he can only recover if he hurts himself. Like that's part of the chaos magic or whatever it is that does that. And if someone else harms him, then he can be legitimately hurt. So I wanted to go over the chapters where you see Havoc fighting and see if that's the case. See if someone else harms him and then he was able to heal. Or was he only able to heal when he harmed himself? Which is what I think the case is. So If we're not going to play in this tournament, then I mean, I might as well watch some scenes of Chaos Reigns to see if that's the case. Oh, Reiko, I am finished trying to convince you. There is no convincing you, mortal. It is time for a better solution. Oh, look at this. Oh, okay. All right, let me see if I can do this here. Let me see if I can do this. Where is my Discord? Oh, shoot. Okay. He's up to oh, you missed a call. Okay, how do I... Okay, now he's saying that I'm up for my match, but... Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, so I guess we're going to... Okay. I don't know how this is gonna work, you guys. Anyway, Reiko, you say you're finished trying to convince me. Okay, no problem. It is time for a better solution. What is the better solution? Destruction, Emperor. And it's not that, okay, you're finished trying to convince me, but the thing is, you didn't really present a compelling argument. You just stated things, but you did not explain how those things meant he was more intelligent. Like, in a court of law, your case wouldn't have gone so well. I gotta go hang out with my great grandma. See ya at the Tournament of Power. Okay, absolutely. What date is that again? Secret? Oh, you'll tell me later.
Shinfitz, Arsenal. Toxic is up to a minimum. And keep it a clean fight, gentlemen. I wish you guys the best luck. And I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, I don't know if you guys heard those rules, but I guess those are the rules of the tournament. So let's jump in. I gave so much evidence. No, you did not give evidence. You just you stated things, but you didn't state how those things result in him being smarter.
Served Liu Kang.
Since the beginning of time beyond.
Let's record this.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. for the Lin Kuei.
Brutality. Sub-Zero wins.
Damn, I got spanked, you guys. Mortal, I was busy. Hold on, what did you say? He literally came up with the MK3 plotline. Oh yeah. That's the same thing that the second timeline Shao did as well. How does that make him smarter? Wait, what? Keeping Kitana loyal was a bit... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get back to you on that.
Your actions disappoint my creator. I care nothing for Liu Kang's approval.
Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight!
It is better this way.
Brutality.
My gosh, it is better this way. Well, you guys, I'm out of the tournament. Okay, let me see what this guy is saying here.
Nah, I think it's you, bro. Well, alright. Thank you, Shin, for participating, but unfortunately you are eliminated. First of all, you will be advanced into the next round.
Okay, let me see what you guys are saying here. Keeping Kitana loyal was a very good assassin. What? Really, Quan Chi came up with it, not Shao Kahn and MK9. How do you know that the Midway Shao Kahn came up with it himself? Support says Shao Kahn. How do we know Quan Chi didn't help Shao in the old timeline as well? Exactly. Both timelines aren't that much different except Raiden's interference with some events. In MK9, he literally had Kitana taken away to the tower, who Shiva failed to keep. I mean, in Mortal Kombat 2, he had Kitana locked up, and then Kitana was failed to be kept kept as a captive there too, in the original timeline. And after a failed attempt had her move to the tournament, which makes no sense and didn't prevent her from being free. Yeah, but in Mortal Kombat 2, Sonya and Kano are chained up in the Coliseum or whatever, and he wasn't able to keep them either. So how is that any different? Because Quan Chi didn't exist and shown to have been no. Of course, Quan Chi existed. He just wasn't a playable character. Because Quan Chi didn't exist. It does no. You can't show me anywhere where it states that this was Shao Kahn's plan. Like, this was his plan that he came up with, and no one else helped him with it. There's nothing that shows that. So I don't know what you're talking about. Support says the only thing I will agree with is that Shao Kahn and MK9 should have brainwashed her like we see in Shaolin Monks, because she found out the truth then off screen prior. But again, all of this argument is speculation. Shao, you're speculating that Shao Kahn came up with this plan and that nobody suggested the plan to him. The lore shows that Quan Chi had no part in the Mortal Kombat 3 plan. What? The lore shows Quan Chi had no part. No, the lore just said that Shao Kahn did it. It didn't say who came up with the plan. Like, your argument is that he's the smartest because he created this plan, but you can't show any evidence that he created the plan. And we read the lore paragraph right here on the stream. It only states that he enacted the plan. It does not say that he created the plan. Like, I don't know how I could break it down more simple than that. And the fact that it doesn't mention Quan Chi, but that doesn't mean that Quan Chi wasn't around, because the lore states that yes, Quan Chi was around. He was around since before the 10th Mortal Kombat tournament, which means he had to have been around by the events of Mortal Kombat 3. Like, he just wasn't a playable character, but that doesn't mean the character didn't exist when those events took place. This is basic stuff, man. Shao, like, what are you... Shao, how old are you? Only thing Shao Kahn did smart was poison Onaga to take Outworld's throne. Other than that, he's always been a brute. Man, and even that, I don't think I would say that's super intelligent. Like, let me just poison you. You know, like that does not that does not convince me that you're a genius by poisoning somebody. But Bradford, you got a point. Bradford, you have a point. Okay, let me see if where is it that we see what's his name fight? Was this everything we got in Chaos Realms? Chaos Reigns? Wow. Okay. Oh, there's more. Okay. So I know we see him fight near the beginning, maybe unwanted guests. Let's check that out.
How was I fooled by your lies?
An excellent question, Cyrex.
Oh no, I don't think it's here.
I have no words. In my...
Unwanted guests is when the... Okay, that's not what I wanted. Even though I feel like it is. Is it chaos magic? Alright, let's see.
My sisters! That would be foolish and unnecessary.
Owned.
Deal with them.
Their weapons need work. They were defeated easily. They saved your sisters, did they not? Time for them to finish the job.
Fight.
Huh, okay. Maybe it's this one. Support says, I wish Raiden had more of a role in Chaos Reigns. He should have had another chapter. I agree. I agree.
Now have you had enough?
You are a good fighter.
It is not just you Ungari who trained from birth. My parents raised me to be Lin Kuei. My skills are their legacy.
This was so annoying. Do something, Gearus. Okay, here we go. So right here we see that he's able to reconnect his head because he ripped it off. Right? Okay, let's continue.
His skills, they're unnatural. How do we fight them?
Trust your training and each other to endure and survive.
Now do you appreciate the armor? If only you had built it for a more noble purpose.
Whatever its intended purpose, it now serves your havocs.
You will fight and die for his amusement. Rejoice. Embrace the chaos.
Fight.
Reiko says, you do realize MK9 isn't accurate to the original timeline. It is up until the 10th tournament. Everything before the 10th tournament is pretty much accurate. Including, so you say it's not accurate, but in MK9 they specifically mention Bihan's exploits during Mortal Kombat mythologies. So if mythologies took place, that means Shinnok, definitely Shinnok, but we know that, oh wait, hold on. We're talking about the original timeline. In the original timeline, of course Quan Chi was around, because mythologies takes place before the 10th tournament. So by the time MK3 took place, Quan Chi was absolutely around. So again, and also, this is not your argument is you're trying to prove that the Midway Shao Kahn is the smartest, right? You said he's the smartest because he came up with the plan in Mortal Kombat 3, right? Okay. How can you prove that he came up with the plan in MK3? That is the evidence you need to provide. The second timeline ignores Shujinko's quest from deception. Well, because in the second timeline, they didn't get that far in the timeline. It only goes to, I mean, technically it goes to the end of Mortal Kombat 3, right? And then Mortal Kombat X happens, so kind of Mortal Kombat 4, even though it's different because of the events changing. Liu Kang is dead, stuff like that. But then when Mortal Kombat 11 takes place, they essentially take the characters from Mortal Kombat 2. So in Mortal Kombat 11, those characters are the same characters from the second timeline, but only going as far as Mortal Kombat 2. After Sindel committed suicide, Shao Kahn took her soul to use. Okay, he takes everyone's soul. Like, what are we talking about here? Every variation of him that can manipulate souls always takes souls. What? How old are you, Shao? I'm genuinely curious because these arguments, you're saying this is evidence, but evidence is something you could show me, something you can point to. It's not just you saying he did something. Evidence means proof, something that you can reference. So, for example, if I said, I don't know, there's evidence of YouTube existing, I could tell you go to youtube.com and then you can see the evidence for yourself. So what is the evidence that you're providing? It literally stated he took her soul for a backup plan. Okay, yeah, and like I said, every incarnation of Shao that can take souls does take souls. That doesn't make him smarter, because they all do it. That's what I'm saying. Have you not looked it up? I'm just saying that him taking a soul does not make him smarter than the other incarnations of Shao. Every incarnation that has the ability to take souls always takes souls. Shao Kahn is just mad for attention. You know what? It might be. I think I'm being pretty clear. I don't know if am I speaking a different language here? Like, what's going on?
He is ours, Lord Havoc.
Come on, Geras. That Geras looks like me just now with the game that I played. Okay, hold on a second. So that's interesting. Did Liu Kang break his arms right there, or did he break his own arms? Maybe my theory does not hold up. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna play it again. Let me know. Did Liu Kang break Havoc's arms, or did Havoc break his own arms right here?
He is ours, Lord Havoc. When I return, there will be anarchy.
I don't know right there if that was Liu Kang or if it was Havoc himself who did that. Mortal, I'm a little occupied. You're occupied. That's why you can't provide evidence proving Midway Shao is smarter. Okay. No problem. Go ahead and do your thug thizzle, Reiko.
Will not escape. Bihun!
No!
I hope you are fond of chaos.
Tanya, detain her.
Empress, perhaps she has earned mercy. She aided us in combat.
Only because we faced a common foe. She was complicit in Mother's death. She deserves no mercy.
She may not, Empress. But we will need her aid in the current crisis. We should take the time to discuss.
As you wish.
Okay, we know there's no more Havoc fights after this. Melina is showing signs of future dictator right here. Too hot-headed. Melina wants blood, yo. Melina wants blood. Where else do we see Havoc fight? Is it not until the end? Credits. Total Anarchy. This might be it.
We have him now.
Desist, Havoc, or be banished to the void.
Submit to your order and abandon my triumph. You've gone mad.
This timeline will not succumb to chaos. Its beings are not meant to live that way.
Meant to? There are no sacred laws, no divine rules. I choose what is right, because I hold the power. And I choose to bless all beings, everywhere, with anarchy.
They literally copied Infinity War again. The Kamidogo look like Infinity Stones. I mean, this has been a copy of a copy of a copy. I will give you the proof. All right, Reiko, go ahead and give me the proof then.
Now we're fighting math? I hate math.
He will outnumber us in minutes.
Indeed.
Every timeline I take, it comes down to this. A battle I never lose. A battle between titans.
Not this time, Havoc. This time, you battle me.
No, Bihar. Your ego is too...
Havoc filled my mind with his chaos. I have learned his thoughts, learned his combat.
Ah, fool. You have learned nothing. Chaos is unknowable, unpredictable. You are in no way prepared to stop the pain you will endure.
Fight!
Alright, I'm not going to bore you guys with the fight. Let me just go to the next chapter. Total Anarchy. Okay. We're not going to watch it to the end, but let's see how Havoc loses. Oh no, I have to watch it, or I have to do the fight? It's literally just the credits. Okay, that's not cool. Alright. Alright, so we gotta fight him. Wait, Onaga in Deception was literally Thanos? I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. Because he was a big antagonist that was physically superior. Yeah, I don't know if I would call him Thanos. I mean, both of them give off like final boss energy, so to speak, but he's exactly like Thanos. I don't know. Like when you see Thanos fight, like Thanos is a like Onaga feels like he fights kind of the way the Hulk fights. Like he just fights with instinct and brute strength and whatnot. Like you see his attacks are just like clubbing blows and whatnot. He'll just like fly up in the air and like slam you to the ground, stuff like that. But Thanos, like when he fought the Hulk, how he dissected him in combat, like he was doing body blows and kidney shots and blocks and like Thanos was shown to be a skilled fighter. I don't think that's how Onaga was portrayed. Okay, it has to load for me to skip it. There we go. There we go. I don't know how to use it. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Oh shoot, that does a lot. What the heck? Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. What? Yo, this is nuts. And I don't know how to use me. Yo.
Quarrelsome minions don't live long.
My gosh. Support says Onaga in Deception collected all the 6 Kami Dogo to become one being. Thanos in the comics wants to destroy everything to impress death. Even become a god, literally. Yeah. 6 Kami Dogo, 6 Infinity Stones. I mean, yeah, okay. That. I mean, if anything, I think that's where the comparisons end, but there's other media where a villain collected a bunch of things to become really powerful. There's in Iron Man, there's the oh shoot, what is his name? Oh gosh. Oh, what is that guy's name? He has the 10 rings. But he collected those 10 things so that he could become, quote unquote, all powerful. Oh. Okay, let me see if I can beat this guy.
Fight.
Well, what I'm saying is it's not exclusive to just Thanos. Ah.
When you die, your plot ends. Fight.
Ay. I'm getting whooped. Oh! Oh my gosh, did that beat me? Oh, you would take his surprise to the grave? Oh no.
Fight.
Yo, that move does so much damage. Oops. Lord. Oh. Lord. Oh. We block those.
When you die, your plot ends. Fight.
Oh man, that scoop. Ah. Oh, the scoop. Oh. Okay. Oh. There we go.
Who is the fool, Havoc?
Bihan, stand down.
You're not safe until he dies.
We do not know how he is joined with his timeline. Destroying him could wipe it from existence. And I will not kill innocent millions.
That is not our concern. Ours is only this.
Enough! I have had my fill of your selfishness.
Liu Kang, I will not.
Bihan, no! Not this fight!
Thank you, Geras. And you, for your support.
I acted for Bihan. He would have gained nothing from his challenge.
Very well. To reward your efforts on our timeline's behalf, I will see that you are spared Empress Melina's wrath. Go. Return to the Lin Kuei.
And Bihan?
He will remain with me until he has been restored.
I will be kept apprised of his progress?
As I see fit. And Sector. Further Lin Kuei transgressions will be severely punished. As their Grand Master in Bihan's absence, you will be held responsible. Havoc's magic truly be undone?
Yes, though comprehending its...
Oh, Liu Kang, you literally killed Titan Shang Tsung, and his timeline still existed as Havoc saw the aftermath. Interesting, because what I remember is at the end of that fight, the entire timeline started to dissolve. And that's why he had to, whichever character you chose, he pushes you through a portal. So, what Titan Havoc saw, where was that? Maybe that's a plot hole there. Interesting.
intricacies may take years. For now, Bian will reside at the Temple of the Elements. It is safer for all that way. There is still the matter of Cyrax. She awaits your decision.
I know Harumi's thoughts, but I remain unsure.
Trust your wife, Kuai Liang. Avail yourself of her wisdom.
Okay, so not a lot of stuff for me to work with as far as this theory that I have about Havoc. But let's look real quick at the end of the original timeline. Or the original story, rather. Oh. Credits. Oh, yeah. Home again. No. Horrible Bosses? Is that a reference to the movie? The comedy? That's hilarious.
It's only a little further, Kiris. Follow me. Your defenses have failed, Shang Tsung. This is over.
I do not think so.
Realize, sorcerer, that you've brought this on yourself. Avarice and ego have again proved your undoing. We have no choice but to eradicate you.
It is you who will be eradicated. You and your followers. And once you are dead, all timelines will be mine.
Liu Kang is the worst god ever. You think he'd have more compassion for the villains? He made the new Shang Tsung and Quan Chi live terrible to prevent them from becoming something they had zero knowledge about, instead of making them have lives with love and peace. I don't think that's what they were trying, what Liu Kang actually did. I think he just depowered them, and because of their decision making, they had horrible lives. So like, that's kind of true, Bradford. I don't agree, because if you look at the beginning of, so first of all, at the end of MK11, they establish that even though when you have the hourglass, you can change history and change events, but people will still ultimately make their own choices, right? So that's why some things are out of the control of the person who holds the hourglass. Anyway, when we see Shang Tsung the first time in Mortal Kombat 1, he's scamming people. Like he's He's literally scamming other people. I don't think Liu Kang made him scam people, and then when they found out, they got mad at him and beat him up like that. These are Shang Tsung's decisions. And the moment Shang Tsung gets power, he immediately starts to do nefarious things. Like, I don't think Liu Kang wanted him to do evil things once he got power. So I think they're a result of his own personality and his own decision making. Geras said to Liu Kang that they purposely gave Shao and Quan Chi meaningless lives. Yes, exactly. They gave them meaningless lives, so they're not going to do anything grand. They're not going to become powerful. But that doesn't mean he specifically gave them terrible lives. Like, that's the difference. He had them have mundane, regular, everyday lives. But what they do with that meaningless life was up to them. And Shang Tsung was literally scamming people out of money, telling them he was selling them medicine, and it wasn't medicine.
Your position is precarious. To survive, you must submit.
Yes. The question you must ask is, if Liu Kang couldn't finish us, how possibly could you?
Fight!
I really like that about this Shang Tsung, where he does that that snake oil salesman stuff, where he's like, the question you must ask is not this, but it's, something else. Ugh. I can't even finish a combo on story mode. Come on. No, that was easy.
And they called me the Chosen One.
I am privileged to serve. And now to complete our last task.
You have done more than enough.
So I think here, if I remember this correctly, we're going to see that the timeline, he's going to mention that the timeline is falling apart. Or maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but let's find out together.
Please permit me to end this. May that be the last we see of you.
We are in danger.
Timeline. Without Shang Tsung to hold it together, it's falling apart. You must return to your timeline before this one collapses. Thank you for your aid, Geras. May we one day meet again.
And now we know the end from there. So yeah, the timeline does fall apart without the Titan there, or without the person who holds the hourglass. But at the end, where was that? Was that just a different timeline where someone just went, like, that armless Jax, like, was that just his timeline and he was transported back to his own timeline, but at the same temple? He says the Time Lord's falling apart, but when we see Titan Havoc again after the battle, the pyramid and everything is still there. Right, so my guess is either this is a giant plot hole, which I think it just might be a plot hole. Tavik Hyatt mentions Shang Tsung. Yes, he does. Then I don't know. It's just a plot hole. Maybe just everyone in the timeline dies. Maybe I don't know. Let's go to credits and then let's see his let's see what he says exactly. But yeah, it just seems like a huge plot hole to me. Oh, we gotta sit through this though. I forgot, how long is this? Okay, we'll see. So either the only way that I could explain this away is maybe everybody went back to their own timeline. Because remember, Shang Tsung and both Shang Tsung and Liu Kang got Titans from a whole bunch of other timelines, right? And then they all met up in Shang Tsung's timeline. So maybe where Havoc went was just a different timelines Pyramid of Argus. I don't know. I don't know, but it's looking like it doesn't make sense is what it's looking like to me. Oh, that's a cool scene. And this is what I mean. Once the story becomes like too cosmic, like we're talking about different timelines and different versions of people all meet, like it becomes too difficult to keep the consistency. I would love it if they just kept the story more down to earth. But I don't know. Who am I to say? Oh, that's a dope scene. Like, I think the idea of, like, whether you're trained or not, the idea of entering a death tournament. Okay, here we go. It does look like the same pyramid. Yeah, support. I think you're right. This is just the same pyramid. But what did he mean by the timeline was falling apart?
Look at him, clinging to life. Even now he struggles.
Everyone who fought today did so fiercely.
Had I not been here for it, I would have thought it impossible. Warriors from across timelines, clashing in combat. The blood, the death, the chaos.
Yes, Lord Havoc. It's unfortunate it all ended so fast.
The next time, it won't.
Yep, it's the same place. It's obviously Liu Kang has no idea what he's talking about. Well, I mean, clearly something was happening when he was there. Like the ground started to shake and things started to glow. So something did happen after Shang Tsung was no longer there. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just a plot hole that they forgot when they were writing. And that's what I mean. Like, I think the idea of, okay, you're going to enter a tournament or this game or whatever it is, this fight. You're going to enter this competition, right? And the competition has grave stakes on it. It's like the difference between freedom and slavery, essentially. And your life most likely is on the line. Like, just that concept alone, I think, is enough to write really, really engaging stories as to why someone would participate in something like this, or their thoughts, how their motivations shift as the tournament goes on. Like once they see people actually dying or they start killing people, do they question their own bloodlust and stuff? Like there's just so much meat on the bone for a tournament arc without having to get overly cosmic when it comes to the story. And instead of just really focusing in on that and character development, instead let's just do crazy stuff, like crazy events happen. And I think that's where Mortal Kombat is lacking nowadays, story-wise. Anyway, it's a shame. It's a shame, but with that, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I got beat up in the tournament. I didn't win a round. And this Havoc thing, I was planning this to be my next video, but I don't think there's enough meat on the bone to do a video on Havoc's powers. So I might need to do something else. Before I go, is there any suggestions? I was actually thinking about doing Mortal Kombat Multiverse of Madness. I was actually kind of thinking of maybe the philosophy of characters, like philosophy of Shao Kahn. But again, because there isn't a lot of substance for any one character, it might be difficult to do that. But I was thinking about it. I was thinking about, like, what is the philosophy of Shao, and what does this person, I guess, kind of stand for? I don't know. Maybe that might be too in the weeds for the audience. I don't know. Or you know what? The philosophy of Shang Tsung might be really cool, because I actually really like his motivations. His motivations are not as two-dimensional as most. Maybe I'll do that. The philosophy of Shang Tsung. Yeah, that doesn't sound half bad. All right. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you for hanging out with me on this Friday night. I hope you guys have a great weekend coming up. I'm going to try to stream probably tomorrow if I'm not doing this video. Time is our most valuable asset, you guys. So thank you for spending some of yours with me here tonight. Thank you again for everything. I really appreciate you hanging out. And as always, don't get beat up out there. Peace.